Hey Stampers, Kim from StampingImperfection.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm making this video to introduce myself as a member of the 7 Kids Craft Store's very first YouTube design team. This is sort of a Meet the Creator video where I can tell you a little bit about myself and my crafting background along with what you can expect to find on my YouTube channel. I've been a paper crafter for about 30 years, a very long time, and I started out as a scrapbooker. My sister introduced me to stamping and card making about 15 or 20 years ago. It was a very long time ago, and I fell in love immediately. For the last 8 years, I have been a blogger and a YouTuber. So when you go to my YouTube channel at Stamping Imperfection, you'll find almost 400 videos there. And those videos will show you a variety of paper crafting projects, from scrapbook layouts to all kinds of paper crafting techniques, card tutorials, you name it. I love sharing card tutorials. I really love techniques and sharing technique tutorials. I share a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, and I also do some craft storage techniques and ideas. So I especially love to show you different ways you can use the stamps and dies and all the supplies that you have been purchasing, because I like to show you that, you know, a lot of times we'll purchase something because we saw a great idea, and then we'll do that idea and wonder, what now? What else can I do with this? I like to show you what else you can do with it, or I like to share a lot of different layouts for one stamp set so that you can get a whole bunch of ideas. One of the things they asked me to share was my crafting superpower, and that made me laugh because I'm a teacher at heart, and I've been a teacher for a very long time. So I feel like teaching is one of my superpowers, but I retired from 31 years of teaching high school physics in December. So now I feel like my new superpower is time. I have time to play with all the things. I have time to experiment with the mixed media. I have time to practice my alcohol marker coloring. I have time to practice my watercoloring. I have time to really play with the stuff and really create several different things out of one stamp set. So I'm very excited about that. I feel like that's my new superpower, is time. I have 2 grown children. My husband and I have 2 grown children. We've been married for 35 years, and our children are in their 20s and they're off on their own. So we both have time to do our things now. I was also asked to define my card making style, and I would really like to tell you that my card making style is clean and simple, because I love clean and simple cards. I think they're so beautiful, and every now and then I will make a beautiful clean and simple card. The problem is I love all the things and I love all the techniques. And you can see from my cards here, these are not clean and simple cards, because I like the things. I like the die cuts. I like the mixed media. I like using, you know, big bold colors and, you know, using the paper. So it's hard to make a clean and simple card when you want to use all the techniques. And I also, when I was trying to decide what 3 cards am I going to share, I couldn't decide. So I handed my husband this stack of cards that I've made over the last few weeks and asked him to pick the 3 or 4 best ones, or the 3 or 4 ones that best embodied my card making style. And these are the ones he picked, and I thought he did a really good job. He picked these 2. These are alcohol marker colorings, and this card I designed from a digital stamp, the elephant with the mouse and the banner set there, and I used Copic colors for that, and I really loved the way that came out. And I love this card. This is made with my Altenew artist markers, which are alcohol markers, and Catherine Pooler's giant cottage garden background stamp. And I made 4 other projects with the same background stamp, with different layouts and different techniques, but with the same background stamp, the same die, and the same sentiment. I have a video on my YouTube channel for that. And I love that card. I thought he did a really good job. Like, that was one of my favorite. I've been craving colors. Then he picked this one, and I pulled out this one because I've been doing a lot of watercoloring, and this one I made a while ago, and I was glad he pulled this out because I love to watercolor and I love to color with my Copics lately. I find it very meditative, and I find it I really get absorbed in what I'm doing, and I forget about everything else that's going on. So I was really pleased with what he picked. This was another card in a series of cards using just one stamp set, one sentiment, and watercoloring and different techniques of watercoloring to color in that stamp set. So but those are just a few of the cards that I've created recently that I think really do show you what my style is like. So you'll be seeing different mixed mediums, different ways to use dies. I love die cutting. As you can see, two of the cards have die cuttings that he pulled out. My watercolors, my Copics, all kinds of things. I'll be using stencils. And I'd like to invite you to join us at the 7 Kids Customers Create Facebook group, because that's where we'll be sharing our videos along with our own personal YouTube channels. And we would love for you to join the 7 Kids Customers Create Facebook group. I'll link it below. And share the projects that you're working on. We would love to comment on your projects. We would love to have you comment on ours. If you have questions, we would love to answer your questions. If you are looking for ideas for a particular stamp set or you want to learn a technique, we would love to know that. So please leave those comments on our Facebook group. And again, I'll link that below, and I'll put a link to the 7 Kids craft supply, the craft store, so that you can check out all the great things there. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you over the next few months, and I hope that I inspire you. Thank you so much for watching.